So this book is part history, and there's some insights into why and how things are done, the way they're done. This is all the quarterly journals on a shelf, and we sort of explain what is in each one.
I think something here that Jordan and I and everyone has had to accept pretty early is that they're not going to look like anything together. They'll just look like a mess together, but that's okay.
And they just called it the McSweeney's store, and it existed for 4 years. This is an old style radial diagram from the 17th century that inspired the cover of McSweeney's 3. This is all about Iceland. The early issues of McSweeney's were printed in Iceland, and this spread Dave tells the story of why that's the case, and it's hard to tell that whole story in 2 minutes. We won't try to do that, but it's right here. It's a neat story. This is a musical. This is what music that They Might Be Giants wrote. It's a theme song to McSweeney's. What do you call it? A jingle. So this shows the progression of cover sketches to final art.
It's the progression as Dave gave Rachel notes and her adapting to his vision of what he wanted the cover to look like. This
sequence shows a kind of start to finish process of how Charles Burns makes the artwork for a Believer cover. In this case, he's actually doing one big drawing for a special issue that's a music issue. This is, well, what's this? Let's somebody else talk about this.
This is how we review unsolicited submissions.
But before we even review it, they all go.
They go in this baker's rack.
In the structure. These two, they enter these two drawers and they proceed downwards.
Right.
And how far down they make,
gravity-driven
how well they respond to gravity. These racks just gently shake.
Yeah.
And the stories sift downwards. And it's a 6-step industrial process, and the ones that reach this face-strewn
chunks of literary perfection.
Those get published.
And so that anecdote is told in more complete form on page 77 of the book.